Hello everybody and welcome back to my channel. Hope you are all doing well. So this is the first video since I gave my channel a little revamp, new colour scheme, and it's sort of put my own twist on it a bit more, because before it was kind of colours that I liked, but now it's all pink and I love it. So roll the new intro. I love it. My sister-in-law Becca made that for me, and as well as my new little face, my little logo. No, my logo was in the intro, my icon. So I will pop a picture in somewhere here, maybe, isn't he? So things have changed a little bit in here as well. So we've kept the same setup like this, but I've changed my lights around my mirror. The ones that are on the mirror are now on my drawers, and the ones that are on the drawers are dead. So they're in a drawer now, not on the drawers. And I just need to change the batteries and find somewhere else to put them. But yeah, I kind of rearranged the top of my drawers and whatnot, and I've got new drawers down there. Pablo's hair just flew in front of the camera. I've got new drawers down there, and I've put like my stationery drawers on top of that, and then I've got my fan on top because in the night, if I turn over onto my side and it's hot and the fan's on, Giant gets none of the air. Today we've kind of changed things up a little bit insofar as I am sitting way out compared to where I usually sit. I usually sit like here and face the camera, but there's a very sleepy Pablo who is quite annoyed that I'm disturbing him. He's just like staring at me. So he's laying there. I have Lilo too. Oh, did you not like the air freshener going off? Yeah, so I have Pablo and Lilo in here. So my biggest baby and my babyest baby. Oh, she's run onto the floor now. Minnie is downstairs somewhere. Why's your mouth open? Excuse me? He thinks it's playtime, so he's like grabbed my hand and he's like biting it. What's the matter, Lilo? Has it gone? She ran straight downstairs and the back door's open. I do have the window open because it's hot in here. I don't know if you can tell by my, oh, look, they're really red, by my flushed cheeks. But yeah, so if you hear any outside noise, that's why. So I was going to do Sally from The Nightmare Before Christmas today, but I don't have any blue paint, like face paint, and oh, I dropped stuff. I thought, oh, I'll just find ways of making my own. So I've watched quite a few people make their own, like mixing eyeshadow pigment with like foundation or moisturizer or stuff. Mine just looked like I'd put moldy talcum powder on my face. So my paint should arrive within the next few days, so that will be the next video. But seeing as this is the first, ow, that was my finger. Every time I move my hand, I talk with my hands a lot, but I tend to try and put, like, do it below the camera so you're not just seeing this. Sorry, I'm looking at myself in the camera because all I can see is my really red cheeks. But because I'm sort of moving my hands down here, he thinks it's playtime and he keeps grabbing them. He's like, and then bites my fingers. It's not playtime, my man. It's not. Oh, now he's annoyed because I told him it's not playtime. Let go. Let go. Good boy. So I thought, seeing as this is the first video I'm uploading from the since I sort of uploaded. Oh, since this is the first video that I'm uploading, since I've given my channel a little revamp, this is sort of my revamp video. I thought I would just do a sort of who am I, facts about me sort of video, and just sort of do a nice look. Ooh. Yeah, and just do a nice sort of look. So the top I'm wearing today actually says Sunday Social, even though it's Wednesday, but I love this corally pinky sort of colour, so I thought I'm gonna go for something a bit like that. So I am gonna go and do my brows. I'm doing them off camera because it's just too much hassle to do them on camera. I'm gonna do my brows and then I will be back. So I am back. Brows are filled. Do you know that I was just seeing the little Back in the Browser field tune that Manny sings when his brows are done. It's so catchy, I love it. So I can kind of move over a little bit because Pablo disappeared. He went to eat biscuits. So brows, I just used my Precisely My Brow Pencil in shade 3, the Gimme Brow Gel in shade 3, and to carve out I say carve out, I didn't really carve them out, I kind of just cleaned the bottom up, and prime my lid with my P. Louise base in 05. So now I'm just going to get on to my eyes. So I'm pretty much just going to be using this whole second row, and then I'm going to use a little bit of Howl, which is this dark brown shade from the Manny MUA with Morphe palette. So on a Morphe M531, I'm just taking the really corally shade and I'm just going to pop that in my crease. So I'm just going to do a sort of things about me that you probably wouldn't know sort of video. So I think I have said in a video before, my surname now is actually my third surname, because I had my biological dad's surname and then my mum and him split up, and then when I was really young she married my stepdad, and I see him as more of a dad, and I wanted the same name as my mum because I didn't ever see my dad, so I changed my name to Warner. So it was Chambers, then it was Warner, and now I'm married, it's Spencer Ashton. And I have had a couple of people ask me why my surname's double-barreled, because obviously it wasn't my surname double-barreled with Joanne's surname. It's because her name is already double-barreled. It's her mum's surname and her dad's surname. And then I'm going to take a slightly pinkier shade on a Morphe M433 and sort of deepen the crease a bit. My birthday's June 1st. I'm a Gemini, so it's just gone. I just turned 24. I used to live in a town called Rushden in well, I lived in Earthenborough and then I moved in with my ex in Rushden, worked in Rushden, went to school in Rushden most of the time, and then moved back in with my mum in Earthenborough, which is a tiny little villagey town that no one really knows unless you live there or live very close to there. But yeah, so I come from Northamptonshire. I was born in Northamptonshire and lived there until I was 21, and then I moved to Scotland to be with Joanne. I've just dipped into the wrong shade. To be with Joanne because we met and got together, and you know, we lived like 7 hours away from each other. So I moved here and I love it. I wouldn't change it. I've met some amazing friends. I have an amazing in-law family. So yeah, there's that. And then I'm going to dip into a slightly deeper sort of reddish shade on a Morphe M456, really deepening up the outer V. I might put a bit of brown in the outer V, haven't decided yet. I obviously have endometriosis that I spoke about in one of my other videos, which was dedicated to endometriosis. I have 3 cats, Pablo, Minnie and Lilo, all of which you have met at least once. We had Sebastian, but unfortunately he got hit by a car. In our house we have 2 dogs. We have Hugo and Susie. You've also met them. My sister-in-law has 2 cats, Teddy and Totoro. You will likely never meet Totoro because he doesn't come in very often, and like he pretty much stays outside all the time unless he's eating or sleeping. But him and Pablo really don't get on, so there's no chance that I'd ever get him close enough to be in a video. But I then have, well, we have as a family Tigger. She is a beautiful little porch cat. cat. She doesn't often come in the house either. She's a porch cat. She loves being in the porch. But when it's really hot or really cold, she will come into the house and live under our stairs. So I've just dipped into a bit of Howl from the Mani palette. That palette I was using was the Morphe 35B. And I'm just using this on the same M456 just so it's not too harsh, because it's got the pinky colour already on there. In the past I have I've always loved makeup since I was about 13, I think. 13 or 14. Oh, that's the wrong brush. Yeah, 13 or 14. I've always loved makeup. And I always thought it was really weird that my family, like my mum and my sister, were never into makeup. They get, like, my mum, she wears makeup, but she was never really into it like I was. My sister, she's now 19 and she's just sort of getting into the whole makeup-y side of life, and she's enjoying it. So I think I've said before, but I have 3 siblings. I have an older brother, a younger brother and a younger sister. So my older brother is going to be 30 in June. My younger brother is 16 and my younger sister is 19. I quite like that. I've got very light pink shimmer I'm just going to pop onto my lid. But yes, 3 siblings. I can't drive. I'm currently learning how to drive. Well, not currently because of COVID, but I was before COVID. I'm terrified of heights. I hate boats. I don't mind going on certain boats, but like when we went to Portugal, we were on this like little rubber dinghy, and it was, oh, I hated it. Like it was fun, but for someone that is also scared of the sea and dark caves, not ideal. But yeah, don't like the sea, don't like anything like that. So now I've done that, I'm just going to take a little bit of that corally shade again and sort of blend the shimmer in. It's not an intense shimmer, which I'm quite enjoying. So now I'm going to take a cotton bud, dip it into the end of Howl, because I'm not wanting a harsh liner, but I don't really like the brown liner I have. It would help if I did it on the rounded end so I don't poke my eye out. But yeah, I like using a cotton bud to do this as opposed to a brush, because I can be really precise with this because it's so short. I'm just going to take my brush again and sort of smoke it out a bit, just to diffuse it a little. And then I'm going to clean up under my eye because that's a mess now. So I'm allergic to coconut and banana. I cannot have them. Also allergic to certain latexes. Like, I can't wear latex gloves or anything, but when I've used latex around my nails or around, like if I've put any latex on my face or anything, it's fine. So I don't know what it is. I don't know if it's something that's in the latex gloves. But yes, allergic to coconut and banana. Coconut is really bad. It brings me up in hives. Not fun. So I'm just going to take this Morphe M431 and dip into the coral shade that I used at first, and I'm just going to put that on my lower lash line. I'm terrified of snakes. Like, I would rather be in the sea. on a boat than being near a snake. Like, even if a snake is on the TV, I have to close my eyes. I hate it. It terrifies me. And then I've just got this little brush, a Morphe M152, and I'm going to take the pinkier coral shade and I'm just going to smoke that out. I am a huge Disney fan. I mean, I have a Marie up there, I have a Marie on my bed, Joanne has a Bruce hand puppet from Nemo. I have other little Disney things dotted around the room. Lilo is obviously named after a Disney character, Minnie is named after a Disney character, and so was Sebastian. Apparently there is a Pablo in some Disney film, but not a big character, so I can't really tell you which. But this was before I got with Joanne and before we decided on Disney names and stuff. And I'm going to use the Rimmel London mascara with Lash Tint Complex Volume Colorist, and this is in black. So I'm just going to pop some of that on. That's a lovely mascara, I like that. Can't remember what else I was going to say. Oh, my favourite animal is an orca, so a killer whale, but I also love Highland cows. I think they're the best. We have a picture of a Highland cow on our wall. I've named her Betty. And as I said in a wedding video, I've been to feed Highland cows and I think they are amazing. Despite the fact that all the accessories in my bedroom are pink, my favourite colour is actually green. I don't like fish, the animal, or the food. My favourite food, sweet-wise, I don't know. Sweet-wise, probably a Happy Hippo. I love them. Or a Kinder Bueno, that sort of thing. Savoury-wise, like snack savoury-wise, bacon fries by Smith's. I think they're fantastic. I love them. I'm gonna get out my towel to tuck in again because I'm not ruining my t-shirt with foundation powder. So yeah, meal-wise, my favourite food is probably pizza. I love pizza. My biggest pet hate is rude people. I think it's ridiculous. Sorry, I'm really thirsty. Louise and Becca went shopping earlier and brought me back McDonald's. I'm very happy now. So I've just put that into the lid, and this is just a Primark brush because the brush that I'd usually use really needs washing. So I just swirled in there, tapping off the excess, and then just buffing it in like you would with normal foundation. Sorry, I didn't talk through that. I was concentrating on not dropping it everywhere. So then I've got my Hula Bronzer, which is my mini one. Just taking my little E62, brushing the excess, tapping the excess off. And slightly contouring my nose. This is literally the smallest tub and the biggest brush. I'm just gonna bronze up my face. I've been wanting to do YouTube for quite a while, but I never really had the confidence, and then I thought one day, do you know what, I'm gonna do it. Tried a little Instagram video first and was like, oh, that was easy, I can do that. not easy, like it's hard when you've got other things going on to sort of put time aside to film and edit and, you know, make sure everything's done. But, you know, if your heart's in it, it's fine. And my heart is in it. I love this. Like, I wouldn't choose anything else to do. And then I'm just going to use my Revolution blush palette, the peachy colour. As always, it is my favourite. And this is just a Morphe E4 brush. And then I'm going to use my Revolution with Soph palette. And I'm just going to take... We've gone quite goldeny, haven't we? I'll take this goldy colour here. This is sort of baked highlighter looking. Pop some of that on my brow bone. Tip of my nose. Bridge of my nose. A little bit on my Cupid's bow. My inner corners. Yeah. Oh, that's pretty. And then I'm just going to take my Jaclyn Hill JH09 Morphe brush. I've got my Morphe Luminous Setting Spray. I'm just going to shake that up. My favourite film is Moana. I love it. My favourite singer is Elton John and David Bowie. They're kind of, I don't know, I think Elton John kind of just notches it, but I love David Bowie too. I hate blue cheese. Oh look, I'm making... I hate blue cheese. I think it's disgusting. I don't know how people eat it. Same with olives. Book. I love reading. I don't read as much as I used to, but I love reading. I love having a nice bath with bath bomb and just chilling, listening to music or watching stuff on Netflix. My favourite series at the moment is The Originals. I think that's great, but you should check out New Girl too. That's really good. And obviously the Vampire Diaries. And for lips, I'm using, this is the Essence Colour and Care infused with avocado butter. This is in the shade Life's My Runway. It's just a nude, but it's very like buttery and creamy, so it's good when you've got dry lips. So that is that. Just took my hair down and now it's crazy. If there's anything else you want to know about me, like specifically, like how tall am I and stuff like that, I've had a few people ask me that, so maybe we can do a Q&A next time. So just leave any questions down below or on my Instagram or anything. My ring light just flashed and that was creepy. But I hope you like this little coral pinky moment. We will be sort of expanding, broadening my horizons and sort of branching out and doing other things. I've got quite a few things planned, so I'm very excited for that. A sort of challengey video with my mum coming up. I have a video with my sister coming up, but not in person, just stuff they've sort of, just ideas we've come up with together, and sort of they're participating but not in the video because they're in Northamptonshire and I'm in Scotland. So I can't get over this, how, I don't know, I like it. So I'll just show you a bit closer so you can still see my freckles coming through. But yeah, if there is anything else you would like to know about me, any questions, I will answer them in a Q&A video maybe, if we want to do that. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, share with all your friends. Definitely subscribe though. Share with all your friends because that would be great. And I will see you next time. Bye.